Okay, YouTube, I wanted to take a second to talk over some of the things that we faced as we were working with a 24-valve common rail to 12-valve swap. There's a lot of people out there that discuss the merits, pros, and cons for doing this swap, but that's not my intent on this video. So one of the first things that I want to talk about, I'm going to split these up so that you can look through them at your leisure. You don't have to listen to a big, long video in order to find the info that you want on this. One of the first things that I'm going to talk about is the motor mounts. So we're going to come over here to where we can see this on the passenger side. And this is an 05, just in case people were thinking that it's not, and this was just a 12-valve to 12-valve swap. So we're going to come in here. Sorry for the grainy video. You can see the motor mount there, where it's placed. So that is where it's currently sitting in the factory common rail motor mount position. We use the common rail motor mounts. What you do is that's a 12-valve block. What you have there are those bolts that you see up front are where the 12-valve motor mount would normally sit. So those two bolts that you're seeing here and here are the factory motor mount bolt holes on a 12-valve. What you do is you get a piece of 1/4-inch plate, you cut it to size. There are 4 bolt holes. You can only see 2 of them because they're hidden by the frame rails here. And the plate gets bolted through those to the block. And then this starts where your motor mount is actually attached to the plate. Now we drilled a larger hole and we MIG welded a nice nut in there so that it doesn't rub on the block. There's not enough room to have that nut sticking out. So I recessed the nut in there, welded it captive so that it wouldn't spin and you don't have to worry about getting wrenches behind that block. It was a very eloquent solution for what we were trying to do here. So what happens on these common rail swaps, those first 2 hold the plate in. These 2 also hold the plate, but they start having the motor mount. And then your back, which you can just barely see right there, that back is a captive nut that we welded into the plate and holds the back firm on that motor mount. Now, if you're using a storm block, that won't be an issue because the motor mounts will be further back. So those are some of the thoughts and issues that we ran into. It's actually a very simple solution for getting your motor mounts right on your common rail to 12-valve swap. Hope that was helpful, guys.